at a little bit of a different format that we are playing. We are playing what is called a checkmate format. You can see that the point distribution on the right-hand side is just a little bit different. As you can see, we've got Shurikane, Delicious Milk GG, Esha, Zishingshe, Simbape, Nukamaru, Chitu, and Hwanmi that are going to be performing today.
But enough about that. It is time to begin the grand finals here of Teamfight Tactics World Championship, the final lobby. Let's hop on board with Latin America from Colombia. It is Mbappe, who has been putting on quite a clinic from his playing stage. And hey, look, if Milk isn't going to be playing Reroll Kled, I mean, these items definitely do not scream Kled to me, but Draconic, we know that Milk is very capable of playing the AP tree. In his own words, he believes the AP tree is actually one of his strongest ways to play TFT currently. And I'm ready to see if he can back up those words more.
So if anything is going to steer a player away from their comfortable comp, I think it's a 2-1 Draconic start. If you can get Draconic online this early, you are going to be making so much economy, getting a ton of extra units. Zyra is actually one of the crazy strong carries that if you can get her 3-star with the right items, she can actually be incredibly dominant in the late game. So this is definitely a cool position to see. What's interesting is this is the kind of thing I would expect once you cross that point threshold, as this is a comp that has the highest potential in the end game.
Milk at 58 HP is not fully committing to the roll down. Instead, just level him to 6. Does have his AP items made. What's your read on the situation here, Mort?
I'm actually pretty worried when I look at this situation. Mbappe was also playing Draconic, but specifically he's level 6, only 30 gold, which when you've had Draconic for this long, that is not a lot of gold, which means you've probably low-rolled some eggs. Does have the Ashe 2, but not the Zyra 2. I think looking at those items, he was really hoping for the Zyra 2. And so a lot of these combats are going to start getting close, and does manage to win this combat. But again, I look at this board and I'm like, you haven't really hit anything that you're excited about.
As we do see Escher right now utilizing that gold. He's at 8 Kleds, 8 out of 9. Gonna dip a little bit deeper to see if he can complete it and start turning around the tides before his radiant item. Doesn't end up finding it though.
This is an example where, again, I think Milk has shown that discipline to hold in this situation, stay at 50 gold, be comfortable dipping very low in health. Whereas a lot of the other players, like Esha here, rolling when I don't think he should be. You know, kind of being like, oh, I'm worried, I need to preserve my health, do I roll down a little bit? Not seeing as much discipline about this comp, and that can end up costing him in the long run, so...
Yep, on the other side of things, it's 1 gold, and you have 8 Kleds. Maybe in his mind, he felt like there was a justification to dip. We've all been there before. It's like, oh, we're so close, just 1 or 2 more rolls. Wait, I can't make 50. Oh, I'll just go down to 40. I don't think it's entirely too unreasonable based on the situation. Looking at these Radiant items, they're powerful carry items, but Kled already has 3 of them.
Yeah, that's a really unfortunate situation. Ends up going with the Sunfire, which is a good, solid general pick.
Well, I don't see any big Draconic eggs for the Heimerdinger to hatch from, but completing some 2 stars. Seeing if he can continue to solidify his board state. Has the Abomination, can start putting items onto them. Sunfire Gate, for example, can go onto the Fiddlesticks, although a lot of people prefer to put things like that Ionic Spark that we saw on the previous board. Gonna continue to roll deeper, finds a Nunu. The Galio. Yo, you're just so greedy anymore. I like it. You're talking about 5 Draconic here?
I mean, realistically, you're not playing it, but certainly, you know, when you see that Galio and you're already in the Draconic tree, your eyes kind of light up a bit. But you're right, the correct play here from Mbappe is definitely to not take that. And so on the other side, we do see the other player here, and you can see the power of Zyra over Ashe, because Ashe, unfortunately, the arrows get stuck. They do more damage, but they only hit the front line, whereas the Zyra was able to go back and hit the Ashe, take the Ashe out, and give the edge here in the Draconic Mirror matchup.
He does find the Radiant Blessing here in just a moment. It's going to be components plus gold on both sides for these Draconic players. And how much will Milk continue to roll down here? Is he chasing that Zyra 3 vigilantly, or is he willing to pivot here?
Yeah, it looks like he's favoring that Zyra 3 here, which is, again, pretty risky move when you're this contested. And like you said, with the spatula, it is going to come down to both Mbappe and Delicious Milk at the carousel. Which side is the rod on? Because, you know, this carousel, 95% of the time will have a rod on it. So the question is, what side are you on? Do they both fight over it? Because I think both players are going to want that rod.
I think so. Milk had the opportunity to make a Banshees as well. And we saw something that Mbappe ended up favoring, and the death sentence stops Zyra from being able to cast again. This one cost Callista is just honestly doing the Lord's work, getting so much done in stage 3 and stage 4, keeping Nukamaro very healthy. As we take a look at the carousel, there's only one rod, and it's on a 1-star Gragas. Mbappe does not have the emblem, so he's gonna opt instead for the Vel'Koz.
So, yeah, the fact he was definitely looking for the Aphelios, only found one, has the Nico, so wants that second one. And so now you have the position where he has kind of suboptimal Lucian items, is only running 4 Sentinel. Meanwhile, on the other side, we see a much better itemized Lucian with 6 Sentinel, and it's just not even close.
Oh, Shurikade, big damage now, down to just single digits. Milk is out in 8th place. The Kled Reroller has decided to play something else and was not rewarded with the very dubious honor of getting the first 8th place of today. That's 1 point for Delicious Milk. Shurikane.
And so that was a really close one. And so sure enough, Shurikane out in 7th. EU, NA not feeling too good right about now.
Not good right now, but China is riding high. Jisingche faded lethal from Hwanmi's board, going up against Nukamaro, who has that Draven 2 in the front line, gonna go ahead and alpha his way all the way to Vel'Koz if he can survive the beam. And just enough damage to crush through. Jisingche takes loss.
Advantage he needs. I could see Nukamaro winning this round. He has a really itemized Draven here. He's got the 8 Legionnaire. That Locket's gonna protect the front line. This is good. It even has the 2-star Viego here. I think you definitely sell to hit this. 2-star Viego is a giant spike. This is just so much power. And one last thing I want to call out before I hand it back here. We've got 3 of our 4 play-in people in the top 4 of this lobby.
That's right. They certainly got the skills. Oh no, did Nukamaro want his Draven to get Zephyred as well as be in the face of the Kled?
Look at that Viego attack speed. Just attacks 5 times super quick. Steals it, but it's still not enough because that Kled damage is insane.
To watch from China, and he also has 7 Gallios. Are we going to see another 4-cost 3-star, but this time in the form of a tank?
So, big thing I wanted to call out here, by the way, is from Etcha's board, we do not see this often. This is a Kled 3 with a Garen 2. A Garen 2 to protect that Kled. This is so much tankiness that I don't think I've ever seen a capped board quite like this.
Wow, big damage again. Asha from Oceania gets the victory. Nukamaro is out in 4th place. A nice top 4 there. Not really expecting him to go even further beyond. But look at who is streaking above everybody else. The player who is in danger of holding hands with Delicious Milk. Mbappe from Latin America has made the comeback charge, and he has everything online short of Volibear and Teemo 2, and he even has the health to boot. If it comes down to a 1v1, I'm very scared that any player that goes up against Mbappe is just going to get full wipe. This is such a strong board.
Yeah, we talked about it, the whole time they were playing the Draconic was this Zyra 3. If you watch this Zyra 3, just how much damage it can unleash, as well as they are always long stuns. And you can just see each cast is going to be subsequently bigger and bigger. And unfortunately, this Lucian has to get through that A-bomb before it can really do anything. Thankfully, the positioning was good here, but it's just not quite enough. There's just so... and there it is.
Shitu takes the loss. Does Esha lose? Is this a double kill? I think it is. And just like that, Mbappe from Latin America stamps game 1 with a victory, with a come-from-behind victory with Draconic Zyra.